Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Mick Alfany. Let's just jump into a little bit of numbers here. Okay, now what I'm going to talk about in this audio version of the show, it affects all of the bank coins. Okay, I view all the bank coins as one complete unit. All right, they all serve different purposes. There is more than enough money for all of the bank coins. I'm talking about XRP, XLM, Algorand, Hbar and Celo. All right. But let's just jump right into this. Okay. So there's a lot of people who are new to the crypto markets, and they really don't understand the value that the bank coins could possibly access. Of course, there's no guarantees, but let's just take a look here. Right. So Swift. Now we know that there are a lot of entities that want Stellar to replace Swift. And we know for a fact that one of Ripple's intentions from the outset was to replace Swift. So let's just take the amount per year that Swift moves, okay? And then what you can see in that number is that absolutely no cryptocurrency ever has been able to possibly access this much money. This is why I say that there is nothing that can compare to the bank coins and the possibilities. Okay, now, as I said before, I like to reiterate, there's no guarantees. This is, of course, if everything goes according to plan. But this is from, well, I did a Google search here, but it says, according to the U.S. Treasury, Swift handles about $5 trillion per day. $5 trillion per day. Okay, now let's think in two ways. Firstly, and I think this is a more reasonable way to begin thinking. Just imagine if XRP replaced XRP or Ripple XRPL, however you want to think about that. Just imagine if they replace Swift completely and they're moving $5 trillion per day. Imagine where that price could go. That price would skyrocket. Now, I'm not going to tell you what price I have in mind. That's up to you to make your own decisions and be responsible with the decisions that you make and trusting yourself that you're making the right decisions. If you choose to do anything with XRP, that's up to you. But $5 trillion per day, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I would think that price would raise. Raise a toe? Raise a toe. That price would definitely raise. So let's look at how many dollars that is per year. Keep in mind, as I said before, there is, in my humble opinion, there is no competition here. The bank coins, people, I would believe, I can't tell you what to do, but I believe people that hold the bank coins should focus. Look, you probably don't just have bank coins, right? You have quick money plays. So you have some regular crypto you're moving around. You probably have stocks also in the stock market that you're moving around. So you're keeping busy. But when you have long holds, right? You put them away. You put them away. You come back to them later. You know this is a long hold, okay? But anyway, let's look at the yearly. One Swift handles $1.25 quadrillion dollars. Quadrillion dollars. That is a lot of money. Now, I do have a particular way of speaking. I'm just me. I can't be anything other than me. $1.25 quadrillion dollars a year. That is a lot of money. There is nothing in the world that has ever been able to fully access not only that type of money, right, which is legacy system money. This is the money they have been able to access, $1.25 quadrillion per year, but also be able to access all of that unbanked money that's been left on the table. Think about that for a moment. And that's just one way to think about it, okay? Now, even if you took a modicum of that amount, 5 trillion per day, just a little bit of that, it would still theoretically make those prices skyrocket. Keep in mind, you have XRP in some corridors. You have XLM in some corridors. Sometimes there's overlap. Now, we don't have any guarantees on what they're going to do, but theoretically speaking, looking at all of the data, they should fare well. They should do very well, hopefully. You have Algorand in some corridors. Algorand is dominating Latin America. Also, Algorand has great relationships in America. What does it do to that price if Algorand lands a few CBDCs? It's moving around bank money. Okay, so you have that. That's a few of the SWIFT numbers, because a lot of newcomers, like I said, they don't know these numbers and why people are excited about the bank coins. Let's go here. So the clearinghouse interbank payment system, chip system, right? XRP was specifically designed to move interbank payments. It's specifically designed for the banks. All right. Even I believe it was someone at Stellar was speaking recently, and even they stated that the XRP was designed for the banks, interbank payments. All right. The chip system is the main clearinghouse for large transactions. The average transaction that uses chips is over $3 million. Once again, the average transaction that uses chips is over $3 million. If XRP or XLM or Algorand or Hbar, they're going to be in there. They're working very hard. Or Celo. If any of them moved even a piece of $3 million as an average transaction value at any time in the future, you don't believe that that price would budge? You don't believe that? I beg to differ. I think that price will move a little bit. Just a little bit. I had to get the high voice on that one. Just a little bit. So this is just some of the money that they're able, and hopefully they're able to access it. There's no guarantee that they will access it, okay? But this is why people are excited about the bank coins. All right, as long holds, of course, it's going to take time. It's going to take some time. They have to set up infrastructure, and, they have to make sure they don't fumble the ball, do their jobs. Of course, we have to keep an eye on them, protect our money at all costs. And but this is why people are excited about them. Keep in mind that they're going to be getting money at the top as well as money at the bottom. So what do I mean by that? I mean, when I say money at the top, I'm talking about those large business institutions, commercial banks, central bank money, possibly, that they have the possibility to access that. But then that's money at the top. Money at the bottom, retail, moving payroll for governments and such like that, which I'm going to consider that part of the bottom, because you're dealing with a lot of individuals' paychecks that are retail people, that are civilians of the world, right? So that's the money on the ground. P2P cross-border payments, that's at the bottom. You get money at the top, money at the bottom. When I say money at the top, I'm talking about big money. When I say money at the bottom, I'm talking about small money. They can access all of that money. All of that money. I think there's enough money to go around. In my humble opinion, you're talking about quadrillions per year. There's enough money to go around to make a lot of those prices explode. There just is. Now, I think all of them will go to different prices, obviously. Obviously, they're not all going to strike the same partnerships. And who knows how some people want to use, or to the extent to which they might use some of these decentralized protocols. I mean, crypto is risky. That's just what crypto is. You get in, you do as much research as you possibly can, just like the stock market. And you decide for yourself if you could possibly see a healthy return on investment with the research that you have done. It's important to do your own research. But this is why some people are very, very excited about the bank coins. All right, so then, how big is the cross-border payment market? So we're just talking business to business as of right now. And this is actually the lower end of the B2B. $35 trillion is what they're estimating at this current time. Visa said that they believe that they could access 75 trillion. We saw another document, which we had on the channel, and it was in the hundreds hundreds of trillions of dollars. I mean, a lot of people have that screenshot. They screenshotted that. Okay, they looked up the document for themselves. The people on this channel, the subscribers, are superb when they are doing their research. I am not the only good researcher here. All right. Many of the subscribers in the comment section on Twitter, they are extremely good researchers and investigators. But anyway, so we're talking, once again, trillions of dollars in the business to business cross-border payments market. That is big money. So when we're talking about the bank coins, and we're specifically bringing up Algorand, XRP, XLM, right? They're the big dogs right now. They are the big players right now. We're talking about big money. All right. And of course you have Hbar it's going to get there. We'll wait and we'll see what direction they want to take it. Take Hbar in, but Hbar they do have access to the banks. They're working with the biggest bank in South Africa. You can look that up for yourself. Okay, the biggest bank in South Africa by assets. They're working with them. They have a huge backing. They have FIS on their governing board. FIS has so many banks. All right, you have that. Celo is in there also. They have their white paper for CBDCs. I have to get a few updates on them. Their price can really move because of that circulating supply. Celo's price, it always moves pretty good. It really does. When there's a bull run, expect Celo to take off like a rocket. Easily, I might add. And when there's a bull run, expect a few parabolic runs out of Celo. Because people are going to sell, it's going to drop, it's going to go right back up again. So it's a little, well, in the past, I can't tell you what's going to happen in the future, obviously, right? And this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing my opinion and what I've experienced and seen. But it's very easy to make money with Celo, okay? And so the future looks extremely bright for what we know of as the bank coins. So I hope everyone out there, you're having a great morning. You're feeling healthy, you're feeling good, and you're doing big things today. And now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, let's get to the money.